Welcome to 3 by 5 news, views, and reviews. Scribble and index cards. We get in and we get out fast, so keep up. I often wonder who exactly in the Trump White House generates all those nefarious schemes that wreak havoc and cause chaos and destruction across the land on a daily basis. Whoever they are, you have to give them credit for their imagination in devising a half dozen or more every day. As someone in the Trump world told the New York Times, to them it's, quote, maximum warfare everywhere, all the time, unquote, also known as flooding the zone. You know it's not Trump behind them. He has never had an idea of his own except for his E-Day fix. I'm using the French word for persistent, often irrational obsession or delusion. Anyway, his E-Day fix is, of course, tariffs. So old, like from the early Republic or the Gilded Age. Just like everything about him, he is an anachronism, a man who lives out of time in an earlier era. Even if it's the 50s and 60s, when the country club lifestyle that he embodies was popular. Even then it was corny. Nor are these daily schemes that the White House generates likely a product of his cabinet, a distinctly dull-witted bunch. Some of them come from pathological hate monger Stephen Miller, and others, no doubt, from Russell Vought with his Project 2025. You remember that. Repeal LGBTQ rights and DEI programs, dismantle climate policy, and strip down or shutter government agencies. I just feel like there is this sweatshop in the White House basement called the Department of Daily Destruction or something, where worker bees sit at their computers frantically trying to meet their quota of nefarious schemes for each day. Bonuses for the most depraved and malignant ideas. In its relentlessness, it reminds me of an earlier era on the internet when bloggers for online media publications such as BuzzFeed and Gawker were tasked with cranking out political or pop culture stuff all day, in which nowadays you see done on TikTok or YouTube. Moving Americans freak at the way prices, most notably in the supermarket, keep rising. Not me. Instead, I think, darn, I wish they were a little higher to generate more backlash against Donald. Donald, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. Trump. In a rare moment of something resembling self-awareness, he said on Fox of his attempts, half-hearted at best, to end Russia's war on Ukraine, quote, I want to try and get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing that I'm not doing well. I am really at the bottom of the totem pole, unquote. Did Trump actually have a momentary crisis of confidence, or was he just being facetious? At any rate, when you die, Donald, don't even bother to show up at the pearly gates. If you do, the angels will likely deport you and to another country, aka hell.